not so sure about it, but yeah, man, we about to leave town, you know, head home, send out the messages that we got the product, and yeah, man, let's get it. Yo, morning. I guess I should start my vlog here. Obviously, yeah, with the mechanic here, trying to well, we can deal with intake inlet and water pump today. Then tomorrow we can deal with the coilovers we want to install them tomorrow. And it's probably one other thing that I will order for this car. I'm not even sure if it will, honestly, but yeah, one other thing I will order for this car. If anything, I'll probably order it in March. But yeah, so I pretty excited to get these things in. As once this is in, then the coilovers tomorrow. I'm probably gonna have to order the brake kits in March. Get those in. I done for a little bit. And you know, if things work out the way that I would like it to work out, yeah. So I mean, I got some big plans, something very, very big that's coming. I got that gut feeling that it's done. You know what I mean? So it's just a matter of time knowing to do what I gotta do on my end. I send it does require being up at 6:30. Actually no, being by the mechanic at 6:30 to get other things done, so you got the early start to the rest of your day, you know, the rest of your business. So yeah, man, I actually wanted to talk about that just a little bit too. That, you know, sometimes when you get that gut feeling, guys, and you see that opportunity that makes sense. Another thing is to make it make sense by going through in detail what you need to make that opportunity work, and everything is in line. Go for it. You know what I mean? Because the man that does not pay attention to opportunity, or the man that does not procrastinate on opportunity, is normally the man that's going to be moving towards success in life. And so, I listened to on the book Richest Man of Babylon. So that's really what I'm practicing here with myself too, man. So, I can just cut this here now, and then we get back to maybe actually doing some work. Hopefully, so. Well, this car here too had the little wrapping thing. That ain't let I hope it was solved out there. That was the main thing.
It's still like wrapping up, I know?
Yeah. We do it like sometimes. Not it ain't do it yesterday for some reason. But I find in the morning time when it cold.
Cool.
Yeah.
You want to get shot and see what's up?
But nothing ain't come up. What they think, boy? You spend money for your car short time, boy, you lost you. So, makes sense.
Look, this one make sure I know that.
10W40, yeah.
1040.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And that's really, I think y'all say for like, let's see, $13 a quart, I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. I think I gotta do that too. I think I went, it was 10W30 though. I think. Yeah, real cheap.
But I got all day like the person be going for you when they thing up. It costs $20 a quart. That's racing all day. It's like more expensive.
$10 a quart, that's not bad at all, boy.
$100 for the thing. But it's already paid $75 for 5 quarts.
Yeah, so what was interesting here is that the pump that I was changing was the same pump that was on my car. And we're still experiencing some current issues, so we're still a current diagnosis of this. So, one out, do one clean off. Put the water pump back on, back in. You know, we're dealing with the inlet, and that changes the whole system onto the body. Yeah, see that thing here? A good little look at the engine. Yeah, just working on taking off this. That's the whole thing, yeah. Yeah, so here's another noteworthy thing is that the seals on the inlet that I got to the mount or the block or whatever, they were still good, but it seemed like more scars, most of this 1.6s, that would be the case. So just thought I would say that. So for what we're seeing here, these cylinders, it's called them?
I mean, the valves.
The valves? They look normal or what do we say?
Yeah, they're cool.
Okay. Make it look like a new brand. A new brand or?
New brand, but you think over it.
You backing that bar, I told you. What's this here?
It's not Papa. I like everything. Those you see I don't put them on them all. That's good, you know what I'm saying?
That's good, yeah. I'm trying to get through it in, along with the leg there. The spec might be better for you. Or when they study, I don't want to really study that. Some cars is run fan. Real big fucking rims like that G35 is 18s, and that's small rims for that.
Yeah, but them is big car, big power too.
Yeah, so basically what we wanted to add here is that, as I said, the sound did come back. It's not as bad as before. And there's two reasons why, you know, we ain't really too worried about it right now. One, the pump that we had off that other engine was pretty much identical to the one that was already on the car. It had a little corrosion around it, so we knew that, you know, it wasn't anything brand new. So just wanted to add that here, that we didn't yet solve the issue, but it definitely is a lot better here right now, at least. thing that was noticed is that, you know, it started to idle rough. Couple of factors that could play to that is the throttle body, which we did identify as one of them, the computer, because this is a manual conversion, as well as it might have some sort of ear leak somewhere. So we still currently again going through, and that's pretty much how it goes with cars. If you have a car, you know, going through diagnosing and figuring it out. But we got an idea of what we need to do, where we need to look at next. But yeah, so we get tuned in for part 2, which is going to be the coilover installed on the throttle body service that should help eliminate some of these issues.
I done came a long way, young boy.
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody